Hey friends, I tried something new. This is a viral DIY trend that's going on right now, which is with the yarn dip dye. I here use two ways and two types. For the first one, I use hull, and I just cut the hull this way, the yarn this way, if you see. And when I do that, it ensures that I cut the yarn equally. Then I took my glue gun and started gluing it, and this is how it looks like. After I did so, I made a rough picture of what I was planning to dye. I used four of the dye, and using my sponge brushes, I started coloring my yarn with my sponge brush. Here my yarn is dry, it isn't wet at all, and I just sponge brushed the dye on the yarn, and the pictures came very beautiful, the colors were very bright, and I let it be there for 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, what I did was I went and took it to the sink and washed it till the water runs clear. Once the water runs clear, I dried it, and I was really happy with what the result was. The only problem with this method was that the weight of the yarn wasn't that heavy, and there was a lot of fraying going on. So I just didn't like this way. So I went on with the second method, where I use a Hull Ease, that is 80% acrylic and 20% hull. And in this method, I did a hoop and loop method, wherein I just make a loop and then take the yarn out of the loop, and this way it's very secure and it's very strong. I recommend this way for going with the dip dye, and the other way, the glue gun, wasn't that great. This is does take time, but it's a very strong. It makes it very strong. Then the same method, I use my sponge brush to color, use the same design was used, and I use my sponge brush. The only difference here was that I wet my yarn before, and after I wet my yarn, I went with my sponge brush with the dye. So I use the same colors, all the colors were same, and the color you can see in this case, it didn't came that strong. After 30 minutes, when I washed it, I was surprised that all the color were off. Here you can see there's no color in the yarn compared to the whole yarn. The acrylic yarn didn't catch any color. I wouldn't recommend using acrylic yarn at all. Hope this is helpful for you. And as I was researching different method, I couldn't find any such method. So I thought I'll post this and hope this will help you folks. Next, I'm gonna try cotton, and I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you for watching.